Hey there, WellHouse Church. Pastor Cullen here. Excited to be back with you for another week of teaching. Why don't you grab some coffee and some food and come join me? We've been in this series that we're calling The Fruit, and we've looked at a lot of information and stories about the fruit and being fruitful and this metaphor that the scriptures are creating. And today's actually made me remember one of my own stories. This happened to me a few years ago. I was in HEB and I was pastoring at a different church, and I just finished preaching, and I picked my kids up from the Sunday school and went directly to the grocery store. We needed some food, and so I took my kids to the grocery store, and as you might imagine, the local grocery store on a Sunday afternoon is not the thing you want to do with two pre-kindergarten age children. At this point, I think they were even toddlers. And so, long story short, I ended up spending a lot of time in this grocery store shopping with my children by myself and having all of these kind of hectic moments. And it came to a climax when I got up to the register to pay. I'm unloading all of the groceries onto the conveyor belt. And as I'm laying all these groceries up here, my kids are constantly trying to help, and I'm getting frustrated. And I'm trying to keep my cool. I'm trying to maintain my composure. But my daughter picks up a box of blueberries and drops them on the floor. The container opens, blueberries go everywhere, and I am ready to lose my mind. I had zero interest in remaining calm, but yet I did. I just picked them up and I closed the container and I put it on the top, on the conveyor belt, and I started to try to clean up these blueberries. And the HEB people were very helpful. They were like, hey, do you want us to go get you another one? I'm like, no, it's fine. I'm just ready to get out of here. And in the middle of all of this, as I'm on the ground trying to pick up these blueberries, trying to hold it together because I'm ready to lose my mind, I hear someone behind me go, hey, we've really enjoyed the service today. Your message impacted us. And it was in that moment that I realized a fruitful life that bears the ethic of God matters. Because there are people who are inspired by our ethic. Paul seems to feel the same way. In his letter to the Galatians, Paul sets up a dualism between the works of the flesh, which we have affectionately called fruit abuse, and then the fruit of the Spirit. I think actually what's happening here is that the fruit of the Spirit is the fruitfulness that God has said that He's going to instill within us, that He is going to make us fruitful. And this is what the fruit of the Spirit is. By contrast to the works of the flesh or fruit abuse. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Because there is no law against these things. There's always things in life where we can have a moment and we commit fruit abuse. We sin. We don't do the things that we're supposed to do when we're supposed to do them. But there are lots of moments where I think we don't do a good job of controlling ourselves and our ethic, and we let ourselves do some things that we shouldn't do because we don't live the reality of the fruitful life. We're literally here because of love. And who doesn't want to be joyous? Patience is hard, but when you become a parent, you realize the vitality of it. Generosity, kindness, hospitality, self-control. All of these things are the things not only that we see in Jesus, but the character that I feel like God is asking us to live out. And so, church, I want to ask you today, no matter where you're at in your faith journey, I believe that God has given us all this desire for fruitfulness. I think it's directly tied to our image and likeness of God. And so, as we pursue this fruitful life, and this is our fruit, I want to ask, where do you see yourself thriving in this fruitful area of the Spirit? But I also want to ask, where do you see yourself needing a little bit of improvement? I was at the Baylor game with my brother today. It's clearly patience for me. I need to work on my patience. It's not easy for me. I'm busy. I don't like things to take a long time. But see, the thing I love about the fruit metaphor is these are not the fruits, plural, of the Spirit. This is the singular fruit of the Spirit. Because the ethic of God